Do you think you are courageous? Do you think you have what it takes to face life or to do the things that you want to do? Or do you come up with excuses like I did, for example, when you heard me saying that I was shy to speak in front of the camera because I didn't have the ability? When I speak in front of the camera, I feel like there are a lot of people in front of me watching me, trying to see if what I'm saying makes sense or not. When I read this book, The Courage to Be Disliked, I came to realization that all the excuses that I was using back in the days, I don't have the ability to speak in front of the camera. I wish I could be as good as someone else and start shooting this kind of videos, was just because I was lacking courage to do this kind of things. If I could just face it and do it, I would be getting better along the way. I use a lot of excuses along the way. For me to be able to be a good communicator, the only way out is to put myself in this kind of situation. And I came to realization as well that the goal of a communication is to be able to get the message across. So if I'm speaking with you and you are able to understand the things that I'm saying, the communication was successful. If you are able to understand the words that are coming out of my mouth, the communication is being successful. So every excuses that I was using is because I was lacking courage. Another thing as well that I've been learning from this book, which is an amazing book by the way, The Courage to Be Disliked, is we lack courage to be happy. What this means is that we come up with a lot of excuses as well. We postpone our happiness to say, if I attain something, if I'm able to do something, then I will be happy. This is the same way that go across that I had like courage to do the things like making this kind of videos. You just needed to face the fact that you are good as you are right now. Accept that the reality that I am enough, I am worth. This does not mean that you are not able or that you shouldn't strive for more. But you first need to accept yourself as you are right now. Stop going after recognition, because if you go after recognition according to this book, you will be living according to someone else's rule. Because if you put your value only whether people recognize you or whether people praise you, you will be living according to what other people think of you. Let's say that all you do right now is try to get the recognition to do something because, okay, you are a programmer, you make videos on YouTube, you put your value on whether people gain value from you or whether people recognize you as a good content creator in the matter of programming. If people stop giving you value or people look the other way around, because in our field things are evolving pretty fast. Today Python is up top, tomorrow it might be something else like Mojo is a new programming language. You will lose your value because people look the other way around, because people are not recognizing your content that you are creating, so you think you are not worthwhile. This is one of the things that I've been learning from this book. Stop looking after recognition. Don't put too much focus on that. You need to accept yourself. Is one of the things that I've been really soaking from this book. If you could read this book, go ahead, read this book and you will learn a lot from it. Another thing as well, that you can think of this as this video that I'm making. Self-affirmation does not replace self-acceptance. You can watch a lot of videos to make you self-affirmation, that if I put the effort into something, I will be happy. If I put the effort into this, I will be good. If I put the effort into something else, I will be this, I will be that. You need to accept yourself as you are and work with what you have. You are born in a certain way. You have your set of skills. You have a set of your abilities. This again does not mean that you have to sit down and relax and say, this is all I have, this is all I'm going to do with my life. This is not what I'm trying to say. One of the things that I always did in the past was compare myself to someone else. I told you guys before that I compared myself with my brother. Then I came to realization that I needed to focus on myself. This is not a sprint, this is a marathon. It doesn't matter who finishes first. An anecdote from myself as well, if I can share with you, is when I went to the university, I was the first in my class to finish the final course project. I was the first to present the final project. When I finished the final project, everybody around me was telling me that I was going to find a job ASAP, that a company will hire me and everything will be good for me. So I had this great expectation towards my future and towards my career. But guess what? I was not able to find a job. I was seeing my colleagues that I was thinking that I was better programming than this guy. Why this guy have a job and I don't have a job? It comes up that it was not my time. Today I'm able to work for an international company. I'm happy with my career, and in the end of the day, today if you ask me what makes you happy, I'm happy because I'm able to provide for my family. I don't need a recognition from nobody else. I stopped looking for recognition. As long as my family is happy, as long as I'm able to take care of my kid, to give good example for my kid, this is what makes me worthwhile. Like this book says, happiness is the feeling of contribution. If this video is of some value for you, I have the sense that I have some contribution in the world, that I contribute somehow to someone's life. I'm contributing to my family's life. My kid, for example, just to be here with me, my little boy, is enough for me. His value is there, is worth for me because he's able to provide happiness in my life. He fulfills me as he is right now. He don't need to do anything for me to love him, for me to think that he is value, for me to think that he is worth. So I've been taking a lot of this book. Like I said, this is just me doing some brainstorming while the thing, like I said before, you act when the emotions are hot. So I finished reading this book today. I sat in here and I shared everything that was on my mind with you guys. I was not caring about the language. The goal again is to stop using the excuses and stop gaining more courage to do the things that I know I wanted to do. If you have the feeling that something is right for you, just have the courage to do it. Don't come up with excuses, because excuses will keep you from doing that. Thank you again. This is Yannick Andrade. See you in the next video.